Hello, this is Paul Yoder, Field Agronomist for Pioneer. In this video I want to share with you a couple of simple steps that you can take in your own cornfields in determining the success of corn pollination of your kernels. What you'll want to do is obviously pull off an ear of corn, have a sharp knife with you, and as you examine the ear, you'll kind of want to feel the ear and see if you can find the base of it. And at that base, you'll take your knife, obviously being cautious to not hurt yourself or to cut yourself, and you'll want to continue to cut until you can come to the base of that ear. As you can see, I have found for the most part the base of the ear. Then what you'll want to do is take your knife and basically cut lengthwise down that ear. Once you've done that, you want to remove the husk that surrounds that ear very carefully, because you do not want to pull off any of the silks that are attached to the kernels. One of the things that we've been experiencing, as you may have heard in the previous video, is we've been experiencing some fairly extreme heat during the day. The fortunate thing is that we've had plenty of moisture for the corn to survive through this heat. The nighttime temperatures have definitely played in our favor in the fact that for the most nights during the pollination process, we've been in the mid-70s. The perfect temperature for corn actually is if you could get nighttime temperatures down into the mid-60s, but in Illinois that's just kind of unusual and rare. Even though I think next week they're talking about in the 50s, which is crazy. So as you're pulling off the husk, again, being careful not to pull any of the silks out. And once you have it done, you'll want to do what they call kind of a shake test. And what you will find is that in this particular ear, for example, this ovule was not pollinated. I pulled that off. This one either. And we just basically have the ear tip that's left to be pollinated. So as I had mentioned earlier in the video, during the pollination process this year, we have been blessed with plenty of moisture and fairly decent nighttime temperatures. Most of the time they've been in the mid-70s. The perfect nighttime temperature would be in the 60s. However, as this corn continues to develop and mature, if we continue to see extreme heat through the day and potentially increased heat during the night, high nighttime temperatures can be detrimental to yield. Research has shown that above average nighttime temperatures during the reproductive growth can reduce corn yield, both through reduced kernel number. So as the year progresses, you might see some of these corn kernels that potentially right now are not pollinated, but if they do get pollinated, you may start to see them abort, and you will see a reduction in kernel weight. Basically, research supports that higher nighttime temperature during grain filling periods reduce grain yield. The high rate of respiration in the corn plant increases, requiring more sugar for energy, thus making less sugar available for starch in the kernel, which gives it its weight. Higher temperatures accelerates the overall development of the corn plant, and so the corn plant will mature sooner. Although higher nighttime temperatures undoubtedly increase the rate of respiration in corn, research generally suggests that the accelerated development is likely the primary mechanism for affecting the overall corn yield at harvest. Thank you, and have a good day.
That concludes this Pioneer Growing Point Agronomy video podcast. Visit our page on Pioneer.com and follow us on Twitter and Facebook for more agronomy insights.